Good morning. We're going to do no equipment. Let's just make it a simple, and I'm going to do a bunch of like traditional Pilates stuff today, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started with an inhale up. Exhale our usual, reach forward and drop down. Really releasing that head. Gathering in some deep breaths here, bending one knee at a time to just kind of, like we usually do, check in with our bodies and see how we feel today. And then go ahead and bend the knees, pull the abdominals on and lift up. Reach those arms up and just kind of stretch over to the side for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then out to the side here. And then go ahead and just side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just arms down to the side, and I'm kind of just bending one arm as we go down to the other side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and just, you can stay facing that way, but kind of reach out like you're pulling those abdominals on and pressing the shoulder blades back and out. And then do the opposite, take the arms up and reach the chest out. And 2 more like that. Press those palms away from you, round that spine, and then reach up and stretch. And one more time, round that spine and reaching up. Great. Okay, so we're gonna go on to our mats here, and we're gonna go ahead and, I know, the end of 5 weeks, it's crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to start with a little bit of plank and this protraction and retraction with the shoulders. So basically that means it's really important when you're doing a lot of these exercises like plank that, I wonder if you'll be able to see it all. So it's easy to collapse the chest down towards the ground instead of thinking of that reaching up through the chest so that your back is flat and not like a dip between the shoulder blades. So I kind of want to work on that idea. So hopefully that kind of makes sense here, and I'll try to visually show it. But basically what happens, you're in plank, and then do the opposite where you let that chest kind of reach towards the ground, and then do the opposite where you're pressing up. It's like pressing down towards the ground and reaching up. Keep trying that. It's like if I were to try to put a cup of tea on your back, I'd want it to stay when you're pressing your chest away from the mat. Okay, so it's got that lift. You can comment if that doesn't make sense, and I can try to like come closer or visually show that a little bit more. Okay, so let's do 10 like that, and 9, and 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you saw, I'm still in plank, but my elbows did not bend at all for that, okay? They just stayed. And then reach back into down dog, just as we're warming up here. Bend one knee at a time. Deep breaths here, and let's bend one knee at a time for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then coming forward, bring your feet towards your hands and rolling up. So we're going to do a bunch of different exercises on the mat, but let's just get a little bit of heat going through the body by some jumps here. I think just something simple. Okay, so let's go ahead. So remember, you can just do a simple one like this, bending and straightening. And then if you want to take it a little more, just do some simple jumps here, just to get some movement. Some nice deep breaths here. Good, keep going here. And maybe you want to alternate it a little bit where you kind of jump side and the other side. So that you're kind of working the sides of the legs, kind of like you're skiing. I totally don't ski, but this is exactly what it would look like if I skied. But there's a movement on the reformer with the jump board where we do a lot of the side to sides like this. And so for a lot of my skiers, we do this to kind of
work that rotation through the legs. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, so let's come down to the mat, and we're gonna do the 100. Now, I'm gonna show you the more advanced way to come into it, but just as a variation, you can always keep your knees bent, and then just come up with your upper body, take your legs in tabletop, and then straighten them out. This is the one where we're pumping. The other way you can do it, arms are out, legs are out straight. Let's point the toes, and then you just try to gather everything to lift up into that V, and like this. So maybe you're gonna try really low with your legs today. And then let's inhale, and exhale. And again, inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. And this is 4, and 5. Keep looking at your abdominals. Remember we talked about yesterday, pulling deep into those abdominals. And 7, and 8, and 9. Last inhale, and exhale. And then lower your arms straight and your legs overhead. Great, and then we're gonna come right into a roll up here that we've done many a time. Arms come up, pull those abdominals on, round yourself forward. Again, really important for the support of the back and the stretch of the back. Pull those abdominals on like I just punched you in the stomach. Then reach forward. And then slowly lower down, and arms go overhead. And again, exhaling up, pulling on, and reaching forward. And slowly lower. And 2 more. Reaching up, and lower down. And 1 more. Reaching up, and lowering down. Okay, so we're gonna work on something that is not my strength, but we haven't worked on these at all, okay? So I think it's good for us to try them. So the goal is to have your arms down, your legs up, and then your legs are lifting up and back behind you. So it's kind of like you press into those arms, you lift up and over, and then you pull those abdominals on, and you slowly lower down. If you're like, that is not happening, so maybe you could just take your hands behind and just use them to reach on the back, and then slowly lower down. Okay, so let's try 3 of those here. Whichever version, or you could just stay and do another abdominal if you're out on this one. Okay, pull the abdominals on, press those arms into the mat, and reach up and over. Flex those feet, slow, 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 lower down. And again, pulling up, reaching up, and slowly lower. 1 more time that variation, whichever way you want, is hands here, reach back, and then you can kind of just slowly release down like that. Okay, great. And then we're gonna go ahead and do single leg. So pull 1 leg into the chest, exhale, the upper body is up, and then you switch. So I've got 1 hand towards the ankle, 1 towards the knee, and switch, and switch, and switch, and breathing. Eyes on those abdominals, have them pulling in. So you can go inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So it's, and again, and again, and again. 5 more. Last 4. Last 3. Remember, hands can go behind the head if you need to. And last 2. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Great. Let's go ahead and take the legs straight out. Let's do circles. Bend that right knee in. right leg up and circle it around. So our goal is just to keep a nice flow going, and you're just circling over the leg and around. And 2 more. And last one. So if you're new here, just kind of do your best with it. And again, take it around. Hips are staying steady. And 2 more. You're pulling those abdominals on. Bend the knee in and switch. Bend the left in, the right out. Left leg comes up. Circle around for 5. Abdominals pull on. And 3. And 2. Last one. Circle the other way for 5. Pulling on it, hips steady. You can put your hands on your hips to make sure they're steady. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and do double leg stretch. Okay, so you're gonna bend both knees into your chest. You're gonna exhale, upper body comes up, and then you're going to arms up, legs out, and bring it in. So out and in, and out and in. Watching those abdominals, and kind of like we began before with those shoulder protraction, retraction, you want the shoulder blades drawing down and pull. Good, for 4 more, and 3, last 2, last 1, good. And then let's do 1 more abdominal in a row. Let's do bicycle. So we'll support our head, but really get that nice lift up with the shoulder blades off, and then rotate. You're rotating towards the opposite knee that's bent in. Rotate and switch and switch. Keep going here. Good. Let's do 20 more from here. And 10, 19, 18, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. Okay, coming up, and we're gonna do rolling like a ball here. So you're gonna go ahead, gather those legs in, keep them close to you, hold on by the ankles, round that spine, so now those shoulder blades and the mid-back are all kind of rounded up there. Keep those legs close to you, roll back and up. Find your balance. Try not to let the feet touch the ground when you come up. And again. And again. And again, 2 more. And last one. Stay up. And then let's do a little more of the jumping just to keep the movement going here, okay? All right, so you can do the modified, right? Just like this. See how you're feeling. If you want to take it up, you can do these. Or if you kind of like the idea of doing the side to side, go ahead and do this. And breathing here. Keep it going. Good. All right, and let's do 10 more. And 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1 each side. Or last 2 jumps. Good. Okay, then you're going to go seated, keeping the legs wider than hip distance, arms out, and then, actually let's do forward first. Pull those abdominals on, round yourself forward, and then pulling on, and reach up tall. And again, like I punched you in the stomach, pull those abdominals on, round forward, and then round and come up. 2 more. Pulling on, rounding down, and pulling back up, last one. Pull those abdominals on and round. And reach it up. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and go on our right side. So you're gonna be on the right knee, right hand. You're gonna come up, straighten out the left leg, and we're gonna start by going up and down, up and down. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you go forward and back, forward and back. And 3, 4, 5, keep it up you guys, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Switch to the other side. So just remember, as things start to change and shift in our lives, we've been doing this for about 15 minutes, thinking in the heat that you generated in 15 minutes, okay? So always just make a little bit of time for yourself. All right, up and down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then forward and back, forward and back, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, forward and back. Nice. Okay, let's just lay on our back and do a quick side stretch here, where you cross the right ankle over the left knee, pull the legs in, open that right knee out, and deep breaths there. Breathing. Great. Switch sides. Press the left ankle or whichever side you're on. I just like to use that elbow, like to kind of press into that knee to kind of open it out a little bit. Helps me get a little bit more of a stretch in the side there. Okay, great. And then come on up. Let's go back and do a couple of the protraction and retraction and some stuff in plank here. So coming down into your plank. So remember, you're pressing towards the ground and then reaching out. Towards the ground and up. So it's a very small movement. A lot of my clients sometimes have a hard time getting this. It's easier for some people than others. But you really want to kind of fill that back out and then let it kind of, I'll say, collapse down for 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one is where you're lifted. And just to be clear, it's the lifted that I'm looking for. Okay, one leg at a time lifts. Straight leg lifts. Alternating the leg, and lift, and lift, and lift. Good, abdominals on here, and lift, and lift. Good, and 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one each side. Good. Go ahead and press back into child's pose. Okay, great. And then sitting here on your hands and knees, let's go ahead and go right into with that abdominal connection, pulling on towards your spine. Right arm reaches out, left leg drags back and lifts up. And then hold that arm and leg up. Kind of take notice, are you leaning to the right side a lot? Try to even those hips out. Then the arm and leg lift, and lift, and lift. Work on some balance here for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, switch to the other side. Now pull those abdominals on, Watch your balance, go slow to get into it, and then we lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Press back into a down dog here. Let your head release. Good. All right, coming forward and then onto your back. You see me kind of switching between the mat and this. Sometimes I need a stickier surface, so I transfer between the two. Okay, so hands behind the head, legs are straight out, and then we're gonna go ahead and exhale, upper body lifts, and then you're gonna roll up to seated. Roll yourself up, round forward, lifting up, pitch your body back a bit, and then round down. Remember, if it's too much, you can do the roll-ups with your legs bent and kind of climb up the legs, okay? And again, exhale up, round forward, lift, pitch your body back, and then round and come down. And again, exhale up, lift nice and tall, pitching back, and round it down. One more here. Reaching up, round it forward, lift up nice and tall, lower, pitch back, lowering down. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and do teaser. We're gonna try this kind of like we did the hundreds, okay? Where everything comes up in one piece. So let me just show you the variation. So this is kind of what we're getting into, where you can start with your legs in tabletop, your arms up, and you can reach up into this position or with your legs straight. And we're just gonna try to hold it a little bit, okay? So if you wanna try it with the legs straight, arms overhead, everything lifts into a V at once. Let's go for it. Arms up, legs up, reach up. Good. Now, arms come just a little higher. Now, legs lower and lift. Lower and lift the legs. For 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Everything lowers at the same time if you're doing this version, or close to the same time. Okay, and again, everything lifts up, pull those abdominals on. And then let's go ahead, bend the knees in and straighten them out. In and out, in and out. For 4 more. 3, last 2, last one. Everything lowers down. Good. Bend the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little rock side to side here. All right, what do you guys think? Should we do one more set of our jumps here? How about we do that, and then we'll maybe do one other thing and stretch here, okay? All right, so just make sure. You are doing a family workout with Winston and Lola. All fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some jumps. So remember, your variation can be this, or you can jump, or you can go side to side. I know those to leave us like to ski. So do the side to side. Good, and jumping. Good. Pull those abdominals on. Sink into those heels. Press your glutes, press your booty back. And switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good, 10 more. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see. I think we have time for maybe one more plank, one more abdominal, and then we'll stretch. Okay, so into your plank. Let's go ahead and let's do the knee. Let's do the jumps actually. So you jump in, just keep your hands here, and then jump back, okay? So jump in, or you can walk like this, okay? Just gonna do a couple of these, whichever version you like. And just 4 more. And 3, 2, last one, Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Roll yourself up. Okay. How about one more abdominal and we'll stretch here. So let's go ahead, coming down. And we'll just do single leg because this is kind of a nice stretch. Upper body up, press it in twice, and switch. You do a little pulse in, and switch. Pulse, pulse, switch, and switch. So this gives like a nice little start to a hamstring stretch here. Just light work through the abdominals. Now if you want to maybe challenge it a little more, maybe you take your hands behind your head and then actually rotate towards the straight leg up for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll, rock up. Open leg rocker as kind of a start to a spine stretch. So remember, you could do rolling like a ball, or we've been working on this with the legs straight or as straight as you can get them. Chest reaches up. Now you don't want to roll onto your neck, but you roll back and come up. Oh, I just made it. Okay, roll back and up. Good, 2 more. Roll back and up. Last one and up. Hold it, hold it. Reach that chest forward for 3, 2, 1, and release. Great. Come seated on your mat. Let's go ahead and both feet point in one direction. So I have my right foot back, my left knee, or my left foot towards my right knee. Doesn't matter which way you are, you're just taking a side stretch. And then let yourself turn towards the mat. Back out to the side. Coming up, opposite way. Take a nice stretch. So glad you guys joined me. And then go ahead, turn the feet to the opposite direction. And you're going to stretch both directions. Doesn't matter which way you go first. Good, nice deep breath. And the opposite way. Good, and then legs go wide. And this time just rotate your chest towards the leg and reach over towards the foot. So your chest is reaching towards the leg, your head relaxes down. Deep breath. And then you can kind of just slowly walk your hands over to the other side. And again, really think of kind of getting that rotation, and then chest reaches towards the leg. Head releases. Good, and then walk your hands towards the center and let yourself come down towards the center. So I've got probably a good, 7 to 8, and I filmed this one too for YouTube. Feet together or legs together and straight and reach forward. So if you missed a bunch during the week, they'll just live up there on YouTube. It's just my name. And you can do the workouts if you're looking for something over the weekend. But this is up for 24 hours on Instagram. I know some people don't realize that. If you just go to my profile and click on my picture, you can just click on the workout for 24 hours. Thank you for joining.